Have you ever imagined that something as simple as repeating a single phrase 100 times before bed could open the doors to abundance in your life? It sounds like the story of Helen Hadsell, the woman known as Lady Luck, who won practically every competition she entered. But the truth is that behind this apparent mystery lies a profound explanation about how your mind shapes every detail of your financial reality. If you're tired of trying everything, but feel like money slips through your fingers like sand, perhaps what's missing isn't more effort, but rather a shift in your subconscious. That's where the technique we'll explore together in this video comes in, combining science and spirituality, from Jacobo Grinberg to Neville Goddard, including the power of affirmations and repetition. Get ready, because what you're about to discover today could be a game changer. And before we dive into this journey, be sure to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any content that could transform your financial and spiritual life forever. Repeating a phrase 100 times may seem too simple to be effective, but it's precisely this simplicity that makes the technique powerful. When the mind encounters the same idea repeatedly, it begins to accept it as true and reorganize old patterns that limited abundance. The mind shapes our experiences more than we realize. Jacobo Grinberg reminds us that consciousness constructs reality, and every thought carries enormous creative potential. Financial limitations are not absolute truths, they are mental patterns that can be transformed with attention and intention. Neville Goddard complements this vision by showing that transformation occurs when belief is felt with certainty and emotional repetition. Combining Grinberg's science with Goddard's spirituality, we have a simple yet extremely powerful technique, capable of transforming the financial lives of those who practice it consistently. Jacobo Grinberg reminds us that the mind is not passive, but rather the architect of reality. Every thought, every belief, shapes the world around us, even if only subtly. By realizing this, we understand that financial limitations are not immutable, but rather patterns that can be transformed. External reality reflects our internal beliefs. When the mind is focused on scarcity, the world responds with financial challenges. When it is aligned with abundance, unexpected opportunities arise. This relationship shows that transformation begins within the mind itself. Changing your mindset requires attention and practice, but it's entirely possible. With proper mental reprogramming, old limiting beliefs can be replaced with thoughts that attract prosperity. The power of repetition, combined with emotion, accelerates this process of profound change. For Neville Goddard, the external world is merely a reflection of what we feel and believe internally. If our mind is focused on scarcity, that's what manifests. If it's aligned with abundance, opportunities arise naturally. Understanding this is the first step to transforming our financial reality. True change doesn't happen through effort or constant struggle, but through conviction and emotional repetition. Each affirmation, repeated with faith, creates an impression on the subconscious, which begins to reshape one's perception of what is possible in life. The key lies in certainty and emotional engagement. It's not enough to simply say words, you need to feel each phrase, believe it intensely, and repeat it consistently. This practice connects science and spirituality, preparing the mind for abundance. The technique combines Jacobo Grinberg's scientific vision with Neville Goddard's spirituality, demonstrating that repeating an affirmation 100 times has a profound effect on the subconscious. Each repetition is not just a word, but a seed that activates new mental connections. It's not about reciting mechanically, but about putting emotion, faith, and conviction into each repetition. This engagement makes the mind accept the affirmation as reality, reinforcing the mental reprogramming necessary to attract abundance. Each repetition strengthens neural networks and solidifies new beliefs, allowing the subconscious to guide behaviors and perceptions. With consistent practice, external reality begins to adjust to the new mental programming, opening the door to opportunities and prosperity. Practice for 7 consecutive nights, creating a solid habit that allows the mind to absorb the new programming. Choose a simple, positive affirmation aligned with your goal, such as, "Money flows to me easily," and prepare to experience it emotionally. Create a calm, distraction-free environment so that each repetition is deeply felt. Writing or saying the affirmation out loud strengthens the process, making the experience more concrete and connected to the subconscious. Discipline and consistency are essential. Repeat this phrase 100 times every night, always with faith and conviction, and observe small changes in your financial perception, demonstrating that your mind is absorbing and aligning itself with abundance. In the first few days of practice, you may already notice small changes in how opportunities arise. Situations that previously went unnoticed begin to draw attention, showing that your mind is aligning with abundance. Confidence in one's financial future tends to grow rapidly. When we realize that actions and decisions begin to produce positive results, the feeling of control and security strengthens, changing our relationship with money. Subtle signs, such as unexpected insights or new connections, indicate that the subconscious is responding to the repetition of affirmations. Each small victory reinforces the belief that transformation is possible and that the practice is worthwhile. Constant repetition creates a vibrational frequency that naturally attracts results. Each phrase, repeated with emotion, sends signals to the subconscious, which begins to reshape the perception of external reality and open pathways to prosperity. It's important to let go of the desire for immediate results. Forcing things to happen blocks the flow of abundance, while surrendering to the process allows the mind and the universe to work together to bring opportunities and solutions. Doubts are normal, but they must be replaced with persistence and confidence in practice. By maintaining discipline, the mind increasingly aligns with abundance, making transformation not only possible, but inevitable. After completing the initial 7 days, the practice can continue without limits, becoming increasingly natural. The more you repeat the affirmation, the deeper the mental reprogramming becomes, cementing the new belief in the subconscious. Over time, repetition ceases to be a conscious effort and becomes automatic, making the belief in abundance a part of one's identity. The subconscious begins to guide decisions, choices, and attitudes aligned with prosperity. This continuous mental alignment attracts opportunities and inspires correct actions without conscious effort. The technique ceases to be just an exercise and becomes an integral part of daily life, transforming the way we think, act, and perceive the world. The subconscious governs much of our behavior, and this is precisely where the technique works. By replacing limiting beliefs with empowering patterns, you begin to notice significant changes in your attitudes and daily decisions. The process of mental reprogramming generates new opportunities, ideas, and connections that previously seemed out of reach. Every action and choice begins to reflect the new pattern, creating a ripple effect that transforms financial and personal lives. The universe responds directly to the new mental and emotional frequency you establish. When the subconscious aligns with abundance, external responses naturally follow, demonstrating that profound transformation is not only possible, but inevitable. Repeating affirmations 100 times for 7 nights is a powerful step toward changing your financial reality. With discipline and consistency, the effects begin to manifest, and new beliefs become stronger within your subconscious. Sharing your experiences, whether through writing or commenting, strengthens the process and inspires others to practice as well. This exchange creates positive energy that enhances results and reinforces confidence in the technique. Believe in yourself, act with confidence, and trust that the universe is working in your favor. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to continue receiving techniques that can consistently transform your financial and spiritual life. Now that you know the technique of repeating affirmations 100 times for 7 nights, it's time to take action. Ask yourself, am I truly willing to dedicate a few minutes a day to transforming my financial and mental life? Think about the small actions you can take today. Write your affirmation, create a calming environment before bed, and feel each word with emotion and conviction. Each step strengthens your subconscious and brings you closer to the abundance you desire. Remember, consistency and faith in the process are more important than immediate results. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and stay tuned for upcoming content. Your financial and spiritual transformation depends on daily practice and trust that the universe is always working in your favor.